Good afternoon and welcome back to another Alliance War. This is war number 9 of season 44, and in this war, 4 Loki is taking on HC Armageddon. Only 3 fights this war, going to be a quick one, so let's go ahead and jump right into the action. I'm going to be on path 2 in section 2, and then I've got 1 fight on Mini Island. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. First fight up on here is going to be Cassie versus Man Thing. And on this node, not a whole lot to worry about. He is a global defender, so he would get the sugar pill and things like that. But I'm a global attacker, and Cassie doesn't gain buffs, so really not a whole lot to worry about here. Main thing is I'm going to get a little bit extra attack when I do knock him down, and then the rest of it is going to be fairly straightforward. Plan going in here is to fight it more or less just like a normal fight, 5-hit combos. Going to try to push him back against the wall and use her heavy phase when I can. Not going to get ultra aggressive with the heavy phase. I don't think I need it for this fight. It will be a little bit slower. Man Thing does have a fairly large health pool, but the plan is here just to be safe, just to come away with the full attack bonus. Not really worried about too much else. I do kind of mess up right there. I tried to do a heavy phase when he had a bar power. He didn't throw the special right away, which is what I was hoping for. So I do kind of take 1 hit into my invulnerability boost. Really that boost is on for the next fight, so wasn't too worried about it. And here we are again. He's back up against the wall. This time he does throw it, and I do phase it correctly. So, able to get a few power stings on there. Between the power stings and the withers, not a whole lot to worry about. I do like this, using Cassie for this global. So back up against the wall again, trying to get that special one out. Could have probably phased that one there, but then, like I said, just trying to play safe. So I'm going to get him back up against the wall again. And he throws it right away. I'm able to phase it up to 17 power stings, fight well in control. At this point, really just have to finish it off. Bait special ones when he wants to throw them. Throw my special one. I'm going to go ahead and phase a few more times. I've got him where I wanted him, back up against the wall. I do get lucky with stand your ground there. He did resist the first part of that heavy. And, fortunately, the second and third hits landed and he didn't counter. So there we go. And he resisted again. So, really just up to, 22 power stings. You can see each, special now is taking off a good chunk of his damage. So really the plan here is I'm just going to throw my special one, refresh that taunt. Hopefully he throws another special one, and he does, and he takes care of himself in that fight. So pretty simple. Like I said, pretty straightforward. The next fight up is why I threw on the invulnerability boost. And in that fight, we are going to see Doom for the first time this season. And I'm going to be using him against Storm Pyramid X. And on this node, we do have the personal space placebo, not a big issue in this fight. The prey on the weak and EMP modification. Once again, EMP, not a big issue in this fight. The only thing I'm worried about is the prey on the weak. So, she gains 8% of her max power anytime a buff is nullified or expires. So anytime I, dex and then hit her, she's going to gain 8% of her max power. Anytime I get a fury from the special 3 and it drops, she's going to gain 8%. So my only fear in this is her glancing. I'm afraid that, she's going to glance my special 1 and I'm not going to get the power drain. She's going to be at 2 bars of power or 3 bars of power. So kind of why I threw on the invulnerability boost, just to be on the safe side there, just to make sure that if I do push her to a special 2 or I do push her red, it's not going to do a lot of damage. I also have a 25%, special 3 damage reduction boost on, just in case I eat a few of them. Shouldn't, but, kind of the plan is here. I'm not going to do 4-hit combos into the Doom Slap. In my practice, she glanced that shock way too many times, and I'm comfortable dexing her special 1. So I'm just going to keep her around a bar of power. There we go. We did get lucky. We do a small power drain there. We're getting fairly lucky that we're, as we're hitting her with the special 1, we are, draining her power, and she's not gaining and glancing that. So, bait the special 1. Now we're going to throw a special 3. Okay, the special 3 does, a decent chunk of damage. It does around 20%, of her health. And there we go. Come out, she's going to be stunned, and then I'm just going to try and do a bit of the Doom cycle. But you can see there I'm glancing some of the hits, so I don't drain very much of her power, and she's over 2 bars. So that was kind of my fear. And you can see there, she glanced part of it, so she gained some power from the special 1. I decided, I did have an invulnerability boost. I'm going to go ahead and throw a special 2 because I was close to a special 1 as well. Able to get another special 1 right into another special 2 with the Fury still up. Fight went perfect. Went exactly like I had hoped. Really kept her from throwing very many specials at all. So, did waste the invulnerability boost, but I'd rather use it and not need it than need it and not have it on there. So with that, we are now able to move on to Mini Boss Island and one of the champs I hate fighting the most, which is Void. But I do have a plan for this. So on this node, Void has Feat of Vigilance. So when I gain a bar of power, he's going to gain a Vigilance buff. Okay, so you just can't miss. That's really the main thing there. He's got power efficiency, so he's going to keep his power after he throws a special. It's just 50% less. So he tosses a special 1 right at 1 bar. He still has half a bar of power. Throws a special 2. He's still over a bar of power. It's just got to watch out. He's going to throw more specials. Missing in action whenever a buff on the defender expires, the attacker. It's just a chance to falter. He doesn't get too many buffs. Not too worried about that. And then return policy. I'm not going to be nullifying any of his buffs, so nothing to worry about there. I'm going to be using Nick Fury in this fight. And my plan is to start with a power start 1. And then I've got the skill boosts on. So let's just go ahead and get into it. As it's going, I am just looking to get out of this fight as quickly as possible. With Nick Fury, anytime that I knock him down, I'm going to be clearing debuffs off me. So I'm not really worried too much about Void's debuffs that he's going to put on me. I'm going to get rid of them fairly quick. What I want to do is just rinse through special 2s. Even if I eat a special 3, I am not too worried about it. I've got a second life. This fight is all about speed. I just want in and out of it as quickly as possible. Don't give it any chance to get out of hand. So you can see power start 1, simple 5-hit combo, another 5-hit combo. He's at his bar power. I'm not going to worry about it. Nice little intercept there into a special 2, 16K on the second hit. Very nice. 20 seconds in, he's 55% health. Another 5-hit combo, getting good crits on there. I'm just going to do another special 2. He's close to another 2 bars of power. I'm not dexing out of specials. I'm not doing anything. I am just going to throw that special 2 and let it finish him off. So 37-second Void fight, very much how I like them. That way, there's no chance of anything going wrong. You can see the damage those bleeds did was awesome. So there we go. 3 fights, 3 very, very clean, 3 exactly like I had planned. So very, very happy with the results of my fights in this war. So for season 44, right now I'm sitting at 35 kills, 0 deaths. 4 Loki is sitting at 4 and 4. Unfortunately, we are at the top of Plat 1. We've got a little bit of work left to do in this war and in the next 3 to maintain our ranking in Masters. So hopefully that will take place. Right now, we are looking very, very good for a win in this one. So that should put us back up into the Masters bracket. So far for the season, OG Iron Man is still leading the way with number of fights with 11. Cassie Lang at 5, Shuri at 3, a bunch at 2, and then a bunch more at 1. So, getting a good mix of champions in for fights this season and, kind of hoping that continues. I like using different champs from time to time. The planners have done an excellent job, like I've said many times, on making sure that we have the best counter for the nodes that we can. So I think that's going to wrap this one up. I do want to thank you for watching. Please feel free to hit a like and subscribe. It does greatly help me out. And if you have any comments, please put them below and I'll be glad to respond to it. So once again, thank you very much and everybody have a great day.